So this is our West Coast Swing workshop we did, all levels, and we looked at tucks and traveling tucks, and we had great fun. So thank you all for helping me today. This is our West Coast Swing workshop we did for West Coast Swing Portugal. So our basic sugar tuck. Actually, before we did that, we did a bit of technique. We looked at using the floor to allow ourselves to move backwards and forwards. So we did a drill first. We thought about the spine and where the spine is and being aware of the position. So this is split weight, and beware. We hardly ever split weight in West Coast Swing unless we're in the middle of a transfer from one side to the other. There'll be a moment in split weight, but most of the time we want to be on one side. So we had everybody practicing moving laterally from side to side just to become aware. We had our eyes closed, we worked in silence, and it was quite a nice moment. So I'm moving, I might be split weight, and it might be 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, 98-2, 100-0. And going back the other way. We also spoke about using the other foot to help your weight move across. Rather than just not thinking about it and not really using the floor, we're going to think about using the floor to push you across. You can then play the speed if it's going to be fast or slower. We then thought about moving backwards and forwards over the ball of the foot and over the heels of the foot, like this. Again, if you go too far back, it's okay to catch yourself as well. So we're becoming aware. West Coast Swing does, we're aware where our body weight is. So we looked at everything else in between, whether it's on a diagonal, on the other diagonal, or making a circle, big circle or small circle. We're just thinking about, where's my weight? Now, the rare times we are in split weight might be if we're like in a pose, for example, where we're doing a dip with our follower. We want to be in a nice position as we dip them. We might be doing, for example, a move here, split weight, for example, and then come back out, for example. So I'll show you again. I might be 1, 2, and split weight, and then go on to one side again. So that was our drill. We had you walking across, being mindful. Okay, I'm gonna exaggerate, rolling off that back foot. Oh, I'm propelling forwards. Wow. I'm not going to roll so much, but I'm still going to push off the back foot. Cool. And then we had you moving backwards as well. What if I push off the front foot? Oh, this feels quite interesting. What if I peel off like this? It's also making me, propelling me. So we had you working on these various tools that you might want to use in your West Coast Swing. So that was our look at using the floor. That brings us to the sugar tuck. And the sugar tuck, we move on to this side. It looks like this, the basic sugar tuck. And a 1, and a 2, 3, and a 4, 5, and a 6. So we start off with transferring that weight onto one side. And then I start the follower going with momentum. I go this way, I can see people moving back. So I go onto this side, start the follower moving stepping backwards, and then diagonally raising that hand in the air, which makes the follower continue to have connection. If I do this, the follower comes forwards as I raise the hand up. So we were doing this. We went under 1 and a 2, compressing for 3, and the follower will be patient, so wait until we draw a little arc around them, and 4, and then take your time in coming around followers. We spoke about this, how the follower, if I was to follow now with Hob, we both do it together. We were going and 1, 2, 3. If I come all the way around, I've lost all the space here. But if I go 3 and I might want to enjoy some of the space here to come around, I can choose. So take your time coming around. Follows as well, you can create connection with your partner's hand by moving from the elbow or from the back muscles. Just a gentle little, keeping that connection there. So as I'm leading my tuck turn, we know where each other are, where our foot weight is, where our weight is. There's always a little bit of a connection there. So that was our basic tuck. And then we had our traveling tuck now, next level. So traveling tuck from open position. We had the sort of lazy version. And a 1, 2, 3, and a 4, 5, and a 6, and a 1, 2, 3, and a 4, 5, and a 6. Leaders, we're doing pretty much the same thing, starting the follower going diagonally up to the side, the hand. Obviously, do a very relaxed compression here. I would say about 2 out of 10 if I was to choose a number. Palm turned outwards, but I'm making it obvious with that diagonal journey. And then making it obvious as well with a diagonal journey back down, or it could be a straight line as well. Followers, this is wonderful, this part, because you have much more dynamic journey. You're going 1, 2 to the side for 3 and a 4, and then arcing around. Take your time again, coming around. So it's 1, 2, 3, and a 4, 5, and a 6. as Hal did so well. So that was our traveling tuck. We then looked at it from a closed position. And from a closed position, we now have the hand on the back here. If I have two hands, the hand closest to the center of the follower is the priority. This is the priority here. So I'm going 1, 2, we're compressing against here. So what I'm doing is, I'm expanding the space to my elbow and the rib cage as I step away, which then makes my follower move away as well. We're connecting in away energy, compression energy. And that's why we talk about the follower, not putting the hand here because it's going to block them as they come round. So the hand's usually here. So again, we're going to go, and 1, 2, away, and then they continue finishing what they normally do. And it's really nice because it's an open position. We have 2 free hands now. We can do what we want. For example, from this side, we might want to go, and a 1, and a 2, 3, and 4. I might want to bring my hands around here, connect in a new way. And it's just added a nice variety to our repertoire. And then from there, we spoke about swapping hands. So you can swap hands. You can do a handshake hold for your tuck. 1, 2, 3, and a 4, 5, and a 6. 1 hand beneath, 1 hand below. 2, 3, and 4. From here, you might want to add a rock and go type of turn. And then, so you can experiment. You can do a reverse hand hold. Oh, sorry, a reverse hold. There we are. You can do with this hand here. I'm experimenting now. It just adds extra dimension to it. And from a close position, I could take this hand here and do the turn this way. But I might want to turn around as well as I do that. And from there, we have lots of building blocks. But I did say, patterns are not everything in West Coast Swing. So you learn lots of patterns today, but more importantly is to dance. We're not necessarily dancing when we're doing patterns. When we're doing patterns, it's more like, it's a bit harder to as I'm doing a traveling tuck, we can add some dance to it, but it's not, we need, when my favorite moments are when we are dancing together. I might do a tuck, I might go into elbow catch, and we can dance together, and so on. And then we come back into our swing as well. So, enjoy your dancing, and don't forget to be yourself on the dance floor. Let your true self shine, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Have a great one.